Good morning all. Just coming in from a nice little ski. Oh goodness me. Welcome to FPL Double Pivot. Skiing thoughts. Game week 12. Got my little skis in there. You want a little look outside? I'll give you a look outside. Not too shabby, eh? Okay, so, right, well, now we're in. We're going to talk game week 12. We're going to talk about the elephant in the room, if you will. Yeah, we'll come on to that. We'll talk about my thoughts for game week 13. And just FPL in general, making moves. And kind of my process. I've got a certain process. Trying to do this with one arm is a grizz. Right. So listen, game week 12. Game week 12 was good. Had Morgan Rogers. I knew, I've been saying for a while, he's going to bang. And luckily, but I didn't think he scored 2 goals. And actually, funnily enough, I was talking about captaincy. And had I not had Haaland, and listen, I went Haaland because I thought he was going to bang. Not because you were scared about, am I going to miss out if he scores a few? But I thought he was going to do Newcastle. I really did. So I thought he was going to score 2. Thinking of that now, as we're chatting, as we're thinking it through our discussional process, the strikers have got to do a lot to just keep tabs with midfielders. You know, for midfield to get us a goal, essentially, that striker's got to score 2 goals and get max bonus. So, listen, going forward, I don't know if I'm probably going to do less strikers as captain. Listen, you've got Leeds for Haaland coming up. You've got Bruno. So you've got some good fixtures coming up. And I think I'm going to go more to midfield. That's where the power is, I think. Especially with Bruno, I'm a bit worried. I don't have him. I know he didn't do much last night. Owners, I wouldn't say they were unlucky because Man United were dreadful. But I think you have to play 5 in mid. You have to play 5 in mid now, in my opinion. Right, let's discuss it. The elephant in the room. As I take you on a little tour, we'll have a look out the window. Skiing in Scandinavia, it's not bad. It isn't too shabby. Oh, that'd be a good view, isn't it? It's not too shabby. Yeah, let's discuss the elephant in the room. In hindsight, I'm probably a little bit harsh on myself, a little bit. Which we all are as FPL managers, right? We all are. But I think the big real lesson for me is don't do like for like. Do you know what I mean? And for me, what pushed me to take Eze out was Sar had Wolves. Now, in my first thought, I thought, they've got Wolves. They've been dreadful. But actually, if I listen to what I wrote down, the new manager's had 2 weeks to train with them, to get his shape across, to get his fundamentals across. I know they've been poor. Yeah, Palace don't score many. So in hindsight, maybe it wasn't the best move. I probably could have rolled. And you know what? It's a big lesson for me. At the start of the week, I thought to myself, do you know what? I'm just going to roll. Saka and Eze feels like a bit of a double up. I'm just going to roll. But let's taper that with Spurs away. Spurs have got the best away record in the league. Now, what showed is the step up of team. Spurs have got the best record away in the league, but Arsenal are a step up. They are. They're a standard above. And listen, for those who thought Arsenal aren't going to win the league, kind of 4 or 5 games ago, they were the only team that I said that were playing like champions. They were keeping clean sheets. They were grinding out wins. And now and again, they're battering teams in a London derby. That's a huge result. Now we come on to Spurs a little bit. They've probably gotten away with it. I think James at Planet FPL was saying that the form, obviously he's a Spurs fan, they were saying that the form and the data didn't really back up. So they've been lucky, they've been fortunate. But overall, I think the big lesson is just stick to your, for me, I like to stick into my process. My process is I pretty much make my decision at the start of the week. Obviously, it could change, injuries, you know, players, different formations, that does come into effect. But go where you got. That being said, listen, still way above the average. I think I'm up to about 300 odd K, which is good. But we always miss those opportunities. And to take a player out that banged a hat-trick, they're a little bit season-defining, as I was speaking to Vincenzo. But we can, you know, the decision's been made, you just got to go with it. Don't be too hard on ourselves. As FPL managers, we're too hard on ourselves. Oh, I knew I should have done this, knew I should have done that. We make a decision at the start of the week or, you know, before the deadline, and we've just got to live with it. For me, you know, a player, an FPL manager that took a player out and scored a hat-trick, you think I'd be absolutely pretty peeved off. And actually I wasn't. And I think that's probably more to do with a little bit of life. And this is my biggest probably point, right? For me, life got in a little bit of the way. And it does sometimes, doesn't it? Life does get in the way, and we maybe rush decisions, all right? Or leave decisions. I probably didn't give enough time to think about my decisions. And even though I did weigh it up, probably didn't take that extra half an hour. So what I would say is, you know, at the start of the week, put aside time that you can look at your team, review your team, all right, and give you a chance to make the best informative decision. That being said, it was a good game week. We got there. Although, listen, tune in to the team matchups tomorrow, because even though Kieran is still doing fantastically well, and I think he's still top content creator, I'm pretty sure he is the highest ranked. I'm catching him a little bit, which is good. The Eze would have been good. But we both sold Eze. Yeah. We both sold Eze. And we didn't really speak about it either, really. I think we maybe had one conversation, a very, very, very small. I think we basically said, oh, he's not done too much in 4 or 5 weeks. And then in the end, we didn't even discuss teams, you know, who we're going to take in and out. It was literally that one conversation. We both thought, right, we'll take him out for someone else. And yeah, you probably won't get many double podders that have done it on the same week. However, we are still doing fantastically well. We've got a very good rank, luckily. Touch wood this season. So we're making the right decisions at the right time. So tune in for that. That'll be tomorrow, team matchups. Until that time, have a fantastic start to the week. Hopefully you got a green arrow. Do like, subscribe, comment below, all that good stuff. I'll be doing more skiing videos. Hopefully you're enjoying them. And I will see you all on Wednesday.